Consumer Corner, new study shows that more than 1 in 4 Americans racked up post-holiday shopping debt, but more than half plan to ditch a spending budget this season. Certified Financial Planner Bert joining us this morning to talk more about it, keeping your holiday budget in check. Is there anything, Joe, we can do to kind of help save ourselves come next month?
Yes, S-T-O-P. That's it. If you think it's already out of control, then you're in over your head. And recognizing how much money you're already spent. The best thing to do is when you go into holiday shopping is have a budget.
Okay.
And know, okay, I'm going to allocate this much money. And the next best thing to do is spend cash. Leave that plastic at home because it's always easy to pull that out and say, well, I'll deal with it come January.
It's true.
And debt is the cancer that destroys people's financial security because it's so easy to get into and so hard to get out of. And you go through that life, the debt cycle throughout your lifetime, you're going to end up at retirement with nothing.
And when you talk about spending cash, you really sort of second guess some of those purchases because when you're paying with the cold hard dollar, you're like, ooh,
exactly.
Ouch.
Psychologically, you know, you see that 10, 20, 30,
yes.
You know, and that's the idea, spend cash, but it's using the credit card is how people get in trouble.
Okay, so let's say we've overspent and now we've got that bill come January.
Come January,
yeah.
now all the bills start piling up,
Yes.
and the best thing to do is look at, okay, what is the total debt that I have, and how am I going to pay this off? If you make the minimum payments, come next December, you'll still be paying, and some people, unfortunately, they say under 10% of the people are still paying for last year's Christmas,
really?
This Christmas, and this is a terrible situation. So total up all the debt that you have, look at how severe, face it, I mean,
it's hard to do.
Well, I understand, but
yeah.
you got to be, you know, we're all adults here, or we try to be, and figure out how much do I owe, and then how am I going to get to this? And you got some options, and unfortunately, the options are a little bit difficult, okay? How about a part-time job? I mean, some people don't want to face that fact, but you need more income and just kill that debt. Or you've got some stuff laying around on eBay,
yes,
Craigslist, put that stuff on garage sales, get that stuff, and focus on getting rid of that debt. And then the next thing is to look at, okay, how am I going to, you know, if I have 2, 3, 4 credit cards, we talked about this last week, psychologically, there's one way to do it is look at what the lowest balance is, pay that off, and then move on to the next one. This way you have 3 credit cards, now I have 2, now I have 1. The most financially sound way to do it is to look at what the highest interest rate credit card is and get that one done first. But we're all emotional beings, so psychologically it might make sense to whittle away the small ones and work toward the bigger one.
And I always like to ask you this question, but you get tempted by the deals they offer by opening up an instant store credit card and getting an extra 10 or 20% off, but that can also get you into trouble.
It can get you into trouble because now you have all these credit cards. You know, I can spend $1,000 here, I can spend $2,000 there, and so on and so forth. The only time to do that is if you're going to make a huge purchase in that store, several $1,000s. It makes sense to get 10, 20% off, but then don't use that credit card. And what you have to be careful of, if you miss a payment, boom, that interest rate jumps way up, and then now you're really in trouble.
And those can definitely be a lot higher than your average credit card,
exactly. They get you in, but you know, you got to get out. You got to figure out how to pay it off on a regular basis.
Joe, great advice. Where can people find you?
Just Google me, Andrea, 2 words, Joe Bert, B-E-R-T.
Okay, we got to keep it in check.
That's it.
Got to keep it in check. All right.